Who asked for the message to come? Who asked God to send a prophet? Who asked God to fulfill the prophecy in our day? He did it himself. Who asked God to come down as the Son of Man? He did it himself. Who asked God to make me part of the promise? He did it himself. Who asked God to predestinate me? He did it himself. It's all his doing. Amen. So he came, amen, and he gave himself, amen, that he might sanctify and cleanse his bride with the washing of water by the word. Amen. So that he might sanctify and purify and present to himself a bride without spot or wrinkle. Why? Because there's a purpose behind it all. And the purpose is all the way back in the original purpose that God had given Adam a wife. And that was so he could reproduce himself upon the earth. And the same thing's taking place in this day. God came down, amen, like he did on the plains of Mamre. He did a mighty work, not so you could say he did a mighty work. What was he doing? He was bringing you a word that would cleanse you and I and bring us back to our virgin condition like we were at the beginning, so we can meet him and have a conception to reproduce Christ upon the earth again. That's the point of it all. Amen. And so many times we find we get hung up in certain places. We get hung up and God sent a prophet and look at all the miracles. That's beautiful, but there's something else behind it. There's a mystery in the mystery, amen. We get excited about the restoration of the gifts. We get excited about the miracles. And we get excited about the truths being connected back together and the correct teaching. That's all beautiful. We should get excited about all of it. But don't stop there. Don't stop till there's a conception in your soul and Christ is made alive in you and I. That's the purpose from the beginning that was thwarted by the devil. In every church age, that's what the devil has stopped. Amen. But in this one, it's not going to be stopped because God has determined, amen, that he's going to fulfill his promise in this day. This is the time. There's a place. Do you know where the place is? Can you say by faith, this is the place? This is where he's going to fulfill his promise. This is why, because something's happened to me that I cannot explain to you, but something inside of me says the promise is for me. He's changed me deep on the inside. Outside, I still have problems. I still have hybrid flesh. I still make mistakes. I still sometimes view things the wrong way, misunderstand stuff. But the change didn't take place on the outside. The change took place in a private meeting deep in my soul. And something deep inside is changed. Brought back to a virgin condition so that this could be the place to fulfill the promise.